Hey everybody, it's Good Time Gal. Today is April 27th. I know I'm a day late. Yesterday was April 26th. That was National Pretzel Day. I got caught up in some weekend fun and I am so happy to be back. So this video, I will be making those wonderful pretzels. So a little about our pretzels is that pretzels have been around for centuries. And when I'm saying centuries, I mean 600 BC. Yes, they have been around. So legend has it that monks in Europe first created these wonderful things as rewards for children when they remembered their prayers. That's right. So the twist is said to represent the folded arms in prayer. So over time, these pretzels traveled from monastery to monastery. Then it got to some street carts and then to the ballparks. And now it's an iconic snack that we all love today. So in the US, pretzels have took off. We're gonna say thanks to Pennsylvania, Dutch immigrants, shout out to them. And to this day, Pennsylvania produces 80% of America's pretzels, which is the average amount. So fun fact, average amount of pretzels a person will eat in their life is 2 pounds. Yeah, that's crazy. So today we're gonna do an equitable soft pretzel recipe. This is no fuss, all fun. So I'm gonna read off the ingredients as I always do. If you're following on goodtimegal.com, you don't have to. You can just skip through this, okay? So for the ingredients, you need a packet of active dry yeast. And if you're like me, you have the jar, you're gonna need 2 1/4 teaspoons, 1 1/2 cup of warm water. And like, remember, we do the touch test for the warm water. So not too warm, not too hot. A tablespoon of sugar or maple syrup. I'm opting to use maple syrup, a teaspoon of salt, 3 to 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of oil, olive, canola, or a melted plant-based butter of your choice, a 1/4 cup of baking soda, and coarse salt for topping. That's it. Let's get started. Our first step is to activate the dry yeast. So I'm gonna add 1 1/2 cups of warm water. As well as my maple syrup, because this is my sugar. I'm going to stir it so that it's evenly distributed. And then I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And then we're just going to let it activate. The yeast is activated, so our next step is making the dough. So we're going to be adding the oil, the salt, and then our flour. I'm gonna take a cup out because I'm gonna probably need this cup when we need it out. And see, it turns to dough. So we're doing really good. So keep going. Use your hands if you need to. My timer is set for 7 minutes. So now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna knead this dough. So I'm gonna flour my counter. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I'm weird about my bowl. I like it clean because I'm gonna put oil inside of it because this is gonna rise. It's just like how we make our regular bread. I'm gonna put a little olive oil in my bowl so I don't forget. Now my bowl is oiled. And now I'm going to work this. And remember, the timer's set. So the timer is going to tell me when this is done. Always use a timer. No one is as good as not to use a timer, okay? Not even me. Precision is a wonderful thing when you cook, right? You guys want to cook with precision. Certain things like casseroles, certain things you don't need precision, but when it comes to pastries, old treats, the reason they tasted so well was because of the precision that was used, right? It wasn't because of the flavor. The precision is what made those flavors. It's like us doing this with this pretzel, the way that we incorporate the dough and the way we knead it. This is going to let people know how good these are, and this dough is already so soft. These pretzels are gonna be delicious. But yes, this weekend I went and I saw Sinners, and it was really good. Not just as a horror movie, but just as a movie in general. I really liked the theme, which is joy, right? We should all have a moment for joy and freedom, and I think that aligns with what we talk about here, right? Joy, freedom, making sure that we do things because we're happy to do them, not because we don't want to do them. I think some of us missed the theme, but the theme was about eternal love, right? That's usually most vampire movies. It's about eternal love, right? One got to be with his wife on the other side, and the other got to be with his love in eternal darkness. Yeah, so either way, right? I just keep kneading. You have about 2 more minutes. Try to get a little more. But it's coming out wonderfully. I'm liking this. It's perfectly kneaded. Now, 4 to 7 minutes, because depending on your dough, but mine is already perfect, even on the bottom. So now he goes in the bowl. And we oil the bowl so that when he rises, he doesn't stick. So now we cover him. For an hour, and we'll be back. I'll see you in an hour. An hour has passed. The dough is ready. So let's show it. Yes, he rose early Sunday morning. No, he didn't. So now they want me to punch this dough down, and then we're gonna divide it into 8 parts. Are you ready for that? So this is always fun. If you have any anger, aggression, it's always great to just, yep, okay. Just I'm actually left-handed, so my left is much stronger than my right. So now that I have punched it down, and take it out. I want you guys to see it. We're cutting this into 8 parts. So that's 2, 4, 8. Now this may be where it gets tricky for you, but all you're doing is rolling and then folding like prayer hands. Think prayer hands, okay? Think of the Pope. Think of the Pope, huh? The Pope. We'll put these right here. And let's do it. I want to put a little flour. I don't want too much flour, remember, because we've already did what we need to do. So I just needed to do what I'm doing right now. So I'm working it and just moving it down a little more. These are going to be jumbo pretzels. That's why I don't want anybody like, whoa, this is a lot of dough. It's supposed to be because they're jumbo pretzels. No, but a little more. A little longer. A little longer. Our pretzel doesn't look that. But you know what I can do? I'm trying to make a long one. It's been like so long. So I have to remember, you're gonna twist. You gotta twist. I'm going to do all different kinds. So this one, I'm going to do a knot. So the knot, there it is. The pretzel. The pretzel. I'm going to put a little more. There are people in Pennsylvania who can just do this in 2.5 seconds. So I don't want you thinking like, hey, I'm not those people in Pennsylvania, okay? You don't have to be. You just do what you want. You can even, if you're not comfortable doing the twists, you can add your own. If you're like, you know what, the twists aren't for me and I don't want to do it. Oh, you're like, why are you doing that? Because it distributes the dough. You see how that does it? It gently stretches it without you manipulating it. See that? And then I can just move to this part, and then it'll do it. And then I move to this part, and then it'll do it. Yeah. Remember precision. Precision. Delicacy. That's what we're going for. We're almost there. We've got one step after this, and this is the baking soda wash. A lot of you are like, what? The baking soda wash is what makes these big, soft pretzels have that really wonderful, hard exterior on the outside. And we will do that right after this, and then we're gonna put these in the oven, and they're gonna be done. I'm so proud of you guys for doing it. My mom and me, when I was little, we used to love to make pretzels. That was something that with my mom and my dad, I was like, they can cook anything. So I would challenge them exactly the same way that my daughter does me. She'll be like, you can cook anything. And I'll be like, I don't think so. But now I think she's right, you know? And that's how I felt about my parents. So the majority of the things I have learned and the things that I'm teaching you, I learned at a very young age. And it was just something that we like to do. My family, I'm a Southern woman, so we love to cook. It's a way to bring people together. It's a way to have community, right? It's just a really good, it's just fun times. Fun times, you know? But no, that's how I know how to make pretzels. And I hope you're noticing the longer we do it, look at that, the better they'll get, the better they'll turn out. So I don't want you to be like, they don't look like the ballpark. Those come like that. They've got somebody in Pennsylvania doing it. That's what I'm telling you. Don't get weird. A lot of things you don't know, but hanging out with me, you're going to learn some stuff. You'll be like, oh my gosh. 80% of all the pretzels from America come from one spot. So they're going to look a certain way. And that's why it's really important. Stay informed, and not just that. Be creative. Do something different, right? And that's what I always like to share with you guys when we do these together. I just want to be a little different, right? Ooh, we're good at this, guys. We're getting good at this. We'll have a pretzel shop in a minute. My last schmetzel. I want to redo this one, though. I want to redo him. I think he got a little more to go. There we go. There we go. It's a better knot. There it is. There. A better knot. I just want a better knot, right? It's not anything personal. It's just that old perfectionism. That's our pretzels. So we are going to start the baking soda wash. See you over there. We are getting to the part where we have to wash our pretzels. That's right. So this water is going to boil, and when it boils, I'm going to add the baking soda. I'm going to dip each one in for 20 to 30 seconds. That's what's going to give you that pretzel hard layer on the outside, okay? And that soft gooey thing on the inside. These are going to be perfect. Adding the baking soda slowly, gradually, because this is what happens. You see that? See this? This is why we're doing it gradually, right? Gradually. Now you see why. And sometimes I like to do this. If you put metal inside, it'll burst those bubbles really fast. See that? Yeah, I don't know why. It's just an old trick my grandmother taught me. So I have one of these. So I'm just gonna sit him inside, and then I'm gonna count. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take him out. He's got a glaze. And we repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm gonna dunk it one more time to get the bubbles off. We move quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you have a timer that has small times on it, please feel free to use it. I do not. They are washed, and we have sprinkled our salt on them, and now they will go in the oven for 15 minutes at 425. Well, look what happened. We made us some schmetzels. They look wonderful. Oh, that one on that corner. You gonna get that. You gonna get that. Oh my gosh. So, guess what? We did it. You made pretzels. You made those pretzels. I'm so proud of you. Pat on the back. Pat on the back. And then a little, ooh, because we did that. Okay, that's all we can do. Just a little celebrating. These are still hot, but I love the scoring on them. I love the color. So, wonderful square plate, because this is to be shared with everybody. Usually when I do a little square plate, that's like, ooh, I want to impress the girls. But this is just more about sharing with everybody. And I'm just so happy we did this together. Look at you. Look at you. I'm so proud of you. I'm just so proud of you. They're so hot. I can't. I can't pull them off. They're hot. Ugh. Then look at the bottom. Like, ooh, look at that. Yes, darling. Ooh, now that we're here, you can taste. Oh my gosh, they taste like real pretzels. What? Sometimes I just surprise myself. Oh my goodness, they're delicious. Did I expect anything less? No. So from my kitchen to yours, happy National Pretzel Day. That's all the time we have today. Happy National Pretzel Day. If you've enjoyed this, please check out my channel description and click those links for those cooking aids. And if you want some more, please feel free to go to my blog, goodtimegal.blog or goodtimegal.com. Be sure to check out all my wonderful cookbooks on Amazon Books. And see you next time. Bye.